All right, y'all. Let's keep it moving. So we just did the sign of Taurus. So let's see who is next. Okay, I am doing the rest of February reads for each individual zodiac sign, which I need to know, okay? Let's see who we have. We already done Capricorn. So whoever this reading is for, you could be connected to a Capricorn. You could have a Capricorn placement in your moon, rising, Venus of North Node, okay? Who is this reading for, Spirit? Who is this reading for? Let's see. Leo. All right. Leo, you guys are up next. All right. You could be a Leo sun, moon, rising, Venus, or North Node, okay? Or you could just be watching for the sign of Leo. All right. So we're going to get this thing started without further ado. I don't know why I kind of like calm my voice down. I was talking loud, but it's like now I'm calm. So Leo, are you guys in a serene state at this time? Because it's like I'm so calm and mellow. All right, Leo, what y'all got going on? We finna find out. Spirit, what does the sign of Leo need to know? Let's lay the foundation for the remainder of February for the sign of Leo. Give me one more. All right. Bottom of the deck, we got surrender. Okay, it says letting go is the key to freedom. Release attachment and trust the process. Surrender control today. Trust that what is meant for you will come effortlessly. So Leo, I feel like you guys need to loosen up the grip of life. Like you holding on too tight, trying to control the reins like a horse, and you're failing miserably, Leo. Spirit said let go and allow the universe to guide you, okay? Try some self-love. Try giving love with compassion. It says your heart expands when you offer kindness. True power lies in understanding and empathy. Oh, excuse me. Show unconditional love today. Offer support or a kind word without expectation. All right, Leo. So, Leo, it's okay to do things without getting something in return, okay? It's called being kind, all right? I mean, it's definitely okay, all right? You don't have to only do something if you're going to get something back. That is not the way to be. Spirit said you need to surrender because we got acceleration that came out in reverse. So you going nowhere fast. If the way that you've been doing things is getting you nowhere, that's your cue, Leo, to change it up, okay? Insanity, doing the same thing, expecting something different. It says resistance or hesitation may be slowing momentum. Lean into the movement, okay? So you're going against the grain. You're going against the current of life, Leo. Like they're pulling to the left and you pulling to the right. You know more than the universe? Oh, okay. Leo, what the heck y'all got going on? Okay, let me make my little notes and we're going to hop into this, Leo. Okay? All right, Leo, we're going to get into your money matters for the rest of February. This is for your career, money, and finance. All right? Spirit wants you to surrender, honey. Surrender, surrender. You're going to do it the easy way or the hard way. And I did, look, let me show y'all something. I definitely don't want to play with spirit and do it the hard way. But look, let me show y'all something. I think it's only one diamond in this deck, right? As I was picking up the cards, this card was left behind, fortune. Some of y'all could have a good fortune that's coming in, but you fucking refusing to surrender. So how you gonna get it when you think you know more than the universe, Leo? Make it make sense. All right, Spirit, let's talk to our Leos, all right? We know y'all ruled by the sun, but my God. Let's talk to Leo, Spirit. What do they need to be aware of in their career, money, and finances for the rest of February? Let's help Leo navigate all the good things that you have for them. All right, give me 2 for Leo. Career, money, and finance. Rest of February. Bottom of the deck, Leo, we got training. It says you still have some new skills to acquire before you can really advance to the next stage of your career. So, Leo, overall, maybe you're trying to move too fast and it's still lessons. If this is not technically advancing in your career at work, this could just be advancing in life. Okay, Spirit said that you still have lessons that you need to learn before you can be promoted, whether it's at work or just in life in general. Okay, that's why you need to surrender to the universe so that you can learn the lessons that you need to learn. Then you can ascend. All right, then we got retreat. Sometimes taking a break is the best thing you can do to gain clarity and a fresh perspective. Once again, they definitely want you to change your train of thought, change how you doing things. You definitely need to go within, Leo. Okay. Then we got lost, and it came out in reverse. It says, don't let a past setback define your future. Stay focused on your positive outcome, as your thoughts and beliefs will directly affect your reality. So, if you are holding the reins of life very tight and not allowing Spirit to do its due diligence because of you're afraid of taking a loss again, and I'm talking to somebody, whether it's love or finance, you refusing to take a loss again. So you're holding those reins so tight, but you're missing the lesson. You're missing the point of the lesson, Leo. You went through what you went through because it was a lesson that you had to learn. So anytime, you're not the only one. It's okay. We all go through these lessons in life to become who we are, to ascend. You can't ascend if you ain't learned shit. Like, and obviously, Leo, you're not learning. You're not understanding why you went through those things that you went through. You don't have to hold the reins so tight. That means you need to learn to trust self. You're not trusting yourself, Leo, because guess what? If I know I've been through this life lesson, okay, let's say relationships. So I meet a person. They kind of remind me of my ex, right? They may not necessarily look like my ex, but they may be very nice, very charming, blah blah blah. Oh, I'm gonna put my guard up. Oh nah, you giving me ex vibes, right? But Leo, you ain't even looking at the actions, okay? Because if you're comparing this new person to your ex actions showed you those red flags. They talked a good game, but they didn't show up for you like they say they was going to show up. They wasn't consistent. You know, they'll go ghost for days, whatever. But this new person is showing up. They're being consistent. They're being everything that they say they are. But you're closed off to this person because you're so afraid of a loss. You're afraid of repeating this pattern again. But the point is, Leo, you not trusting yourself to make sound decisions. It's not that person you don't trust, it's yourself. Because as soon as you see somebody with red flags, you should cut them off. So because you didn't cut off the other person that showed you those red flags, you're taking it out on that person. Spirit is telling you need to change your outlook. Okay? You need to change your outlook. You need to retreat. You don't need to be trying to chase a relationship. You don't need to be trying to chase a bag at this very moment. Spirit said you got some more training to do before you can even ascend. Okay? Before you can even go into that partnership that you're asking for or go into that promotion, you have more training to do because you didn't get the picture. You didn't get the lesson the first time around, Leo. Okay? So Spirit wants you to kind of go into a hermit mode and shine that light inward and think about why did you actually go through the things that you went through and what lessons did you learn, okay? All right, Leo. Let's get some love. All right. What did I do? Why in the hell I always keep losing these damn cards? Oh, just... No, that ain't it. What the hell? Now I know I ain't tripping. Oh, just because the wrong cards was on top. I was finna say, wait a minute. All right, Spirit, what does Leo need to know when it comes to their love? And love can not necessarily mean just romantic. It can mean, oh, you scared shit out of me. It could just mean platonic, or it could just mean like relationship, business relationship, or just self-love. It don't necessarily have to be romantic. So what does Leo need to know when it comes to the realms of love for the rest of February? Give me one more. All right. Bottom of the deck, we got happiness. It says new discoveries that lead to celebrations. Love yourself first. What I just got through saying. Self-love, Leo. Self-love. Then we got deception. It says false illusions, scarcity mentality, falling into bad habits. I just got through saying. So if you're being deceptive because of the past or things that you went through, or you're in this deceptive energy, it's not going to turn out good for you, Leo. Spirit wants you to change that mindset, okay? Stop falling into the same old bad habits that you once were doing, because it's not working. You keep ending back up at square one. Then we got apology. It says forgiveness through mutual understanding. So either you need to apologize to someone or somebody, or you need to forgive someone, okay? That don't mean you have to be with them, but you need to be open to forgive, or you need to be open to apologize where apology is needed, okay? When it comes to your love life, that's what's going to usher in some form of self-love and happiness for self, once you be honest with self. Okay, Leo? All right, Leo. Let's go to some manifestation cards. These cards are meant to highlight what could be blocking you, or what manifestations is coming in, okay? So let's take a look into your manifestations, Leo, for the remainder of February. What does Leo need to know when it comes to what they're manifesting for the rest of February? Give me 2 for the sign of Leo. It gave me 3. I'll take them. Okay, who had these? I want to say, was it Taurus? Conflicting desires and toxic environment. Yep, and we got limiting beliefs, Leo. Overall energy. Your beliefs shape the world around you. Old narratives of lack, fear, and doubt may be blocking the abundance and love you desire. Recognize these limited beliefs as illusions that no longer serve you, and embrace the truth of limitless potential. So, once again, the deception is you need to release that old ass mindset. Okay? I get it. A lot of us was raised a certain way. A lot of us was raised, you got to clock in somebody's job. This is the way. You got to work like a dog. You got to work like a slave. This is the only way. But baby, you need to break free. You need to break free, Leo, from those beliefs, because you have witnessed around you that is not the only way. Okay? So, let me see. All right. And then we got some more blockages cards. We got conflicting desires. It says conflicting desires create a split in your energy. Diluting your creative power. Consider what you truly want and align your heart, mind, and spirit with one clear vision. When your inner world is unified, your outer power is amplified. So you're split into two different places. Why? Why? Why are you afraid to be yourself? I'm definitely getting people pleasing from that card. I'm getting that, you know, on one end, you know exactly who you are and what you want to do, but on the other end, you're conflicted because you know the company that you keep, you gotta dim your light, you gotta water yourself down in order to be around these toxic ass people. Why? With toxic environment here, it says a toxic atmosphere may be interfering with your ability to focus on your goals and attract positive outcomes. Their energy around you influences your thoughts and emotions. Choose relationships and spaces that inspire and support you, Leo. Like, why are you being around these motherfuckers that don't want nothing? Like, why? You're so much more. You're so much better than that. You don't believe that you're better than that? You know deep inside that you're better than that, but still you want to be accepted by these fucking nobodies. Make it make sense, Leo. Like, come on, Leo. You got to do better than that, all right? We got selfless abundance. It says true abundance is when your cup overflows, allowing you to give generously to others. When your energy is no longer consumed with self-survival and personal maintenance, you will be positioned to help in a selfless way. Okay? So, your cup, spirit is trying to allow your cup to overflow, okay? But you can't do that in survival mode. You can't. Spirit is not finna overflow your cup and you in fucking survival mode and you getting over on people. You're being deceptive, you're lying, you're scheming, you're stealing, you're doing all this low vibrational things, and spirit's not gonna usher your no abundance in until you actually believe and do the work that you can be abundant without hurting others, taking from others, being deceitful, okay, being conniving. Spirit is not going to give you an abundance like that. And if you do receive something, it's not going to last long. If you've been wondering why you can't keep nothing, it's because it don't have a foundation. Anything that don't have a foundation eventually will crumble. Okay, Leo? Leo, what the fuck y'all got going on? What the hell? Baby, y'all need to release. Y'all need to release these people that y'all around. Like, I don't know who you're around, who you was raised up with, and how you was raised up with, but you know right from wrong. Whoever I'm talking to, you're very smart, you're very intelligent, you know exactly what it is that you want to do, but you dim your light to be around losers, basically. All right, Leo. What was that? Did the love? Oh, those were those. Okay, I'm gonna get some tarot. I'm gonna get some tarot for the sign of Leo, and then we're gonna close you out with 2 angel numbers, Leo. What does Leo need to know, Spirit, for the rest of February? What does Leo need to know for the rest of February? Help Leo navigate. We got a proposal. Somebody could be coming your way, Leo, or you could be going towards someone. You put that back in, though. If you want to come out, it'll come out. Spirit, help Leo navigate the rest of this February 2026. What year we in? 26. Jesus. Sign of Leo. 4 more. All right, Leo. Bottom of the deck, we got the Emperor. Okay? The Emperor is a ruler. The Emperor has mastered every king there is in the deck. Okay? They stand firm in their power. They are a fair and just leader. Okay? All right? So somebody could be stuck, or somebody could be looking at something different and sacrificing something in order to become this Emperor. In order to be able to sit on this throne. Look at this. Look at this, Leo. Look at this. So, your mindset could be stopping you from being with your Empress. You got the Empress and the Emperor. Okay? And between that, we got the Eight of Wands and the Hangman. So the Eight of Wands, your Empress is ready to go. Okay? This is her energy. Like, she's sitting on her throne already. She ready to go. And you like, what did I do? What do I do? And all this. You stuck. You in this Pisces energy. You ain't got no motion going. Your Empress is ready to go, Leo. What the fuck you got going on? Okay? You need to get yourself in order. What you got going on? Alrighty, we got the Two of Pentacles, which talk about balancing, juggling, not only finances, but could be a lot of obligations, a lot of responsibility that you have. But we got the Page of Swords, so I feel like somebody could be watching you, or you just could be learning, because the pages are students of the zodiac, so you could be learning how to balance out all of these obligations and things in your world. Not be deceptive, not sweep something under the rug, not throw people on the bus, but actually, I feel like the Page of Swords here talks about you are actually learning how to balance out the things in your life, Leo. Okay, we got the Star, proposal. I told you, if that Knight of Cups want to come out, it's gonna come right back out, and it did. Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. I feel like, Leo, if you are a man, you could be going towards someone and wanting to heal. You could be wanting to heal something with the Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight Knights ain't really my favorite people, okay? Because they don't be there for a long time. But we do have the Star card out here, okay? So maybe you want to learn. I'm here and teach me how to love. Show me the way to... Okay. Girl, I'm so lost. So maybe, Leo, if you are male Leo watching this, maybe you're ready to put down those childish things and actually sit on your throne. Because remember, we do have the Emperor at the bottom, but we got the Hangman. So maybe you need to master your emotions, okay? It's with the Star card here and the Knight of Cups. So the Knight is one level down from the King. Okay, so after the Knight is the King, and by you going towards this Star energy, I feel like you're willing and able to put in the work to I can't talk, y'all, to heal those emotions, okay? Whatever emotional immaturity that you have within yourself, you're ready to put the work in. Or ladies, vice versa, this could be your Emperor that's coming towards you, and they could be working on their emotions, okay? Becoming more emotionally stable and mature. Am I telling you to wait on somebody? Hell no. Am I telling you to give somebody a second chance? Hell no. You don't have to. I'm just reading the cards and I'm letting you know what's going on in the background, okay? Somebody may be ready to grow up. It could be too late. You know, everybody's on different timelines. Everybody's situation is different. If a motherfucker bruised you, banged you, stole from you, did a lot of horrible things that they can't come back from, it's okay to forgive them, but you do not have to let them back in your energy, okay? I'm just reading the energy, all right? This for somebody, not everybody. All right, let's close out Leo. So, Leo, if this is you putting down childish acts, then I commend you. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. I can't make this up. These are the cards that was left behind. We got the Tower, the Three of Cups to the Two of Cups. This let me know somebody's putting an end to 30 party. What the hell is a 30 party? Somebody could have just had a 30th birthday party. That's significant for somebody because I said 30 party. Somebody's putting an end to third-party situations, okay? With the Tower, the Three of Cups, and then the Two of Cups. Somebody just want a one-on-one connection. So somebody that couldn't be used to having multiple women or third parties, somebody really want to grow up, okay? So that's for somebody. All right. Let's get 2 angel numbers for the sign of Leo. We're going to close y'all on out, Leo. Let's close Leo on out for the month of February. What do we have for Leo, Spirit? Give me 2. All right, bottom of the deck, we got 8888, personal power, material and spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance, confidence, material gain, epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good, Leo. Greater good. Greater good. Okay? Stay on the up and up. We got intuition. It flipped out in reverse, so make sure that you're trusting your intuition, Leo. It says moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking actions, and unconditional love. Time to implement long cherished ideas. You are on the right track toward making your dreams and vision a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. Trust in yourself. Trust in your ideas. Trust in your intuition. Trust in the process, okay? And then we got 1331, all right? It says good fortune. Advice, comfort, major change, individuality, and independence. Have faith in your skills and talents, as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. So the universe is trying to align you with all things that are good, Leo, but you got to be willing to leave those negative patterns, those negative mindsets, those negative behaviors, being deceptive, being in survival mode. Know that the universe will always provide. Think about life. Think about every situation that you have gone through. Even though you know you don't deserve to even still have half of the things that you have because of some of the things that you've done, just think about how the universe have had your back. So just imagine the good things that you really can usher in if you move in a positive light with a positive mindset. Okay, Leo? All right, that's it, Leo. That is all. So the rest of February, or for the next couple of weeks, Leo, Spirit wants you to change that survival mode mindset that you have, those deceptive tactics, those deceptive ways, okay, those manipulative ways, or being around those type of people. Spirit wants you to come out of that type of environment mindset, okay, in order to bring in those manifestations when the new year actually roll in the spring, okay? Remember, Leo, men are called on if you answer. Are you going to take that road less travel, or are you going to keep being sneaky and deceptive, all right, and starting all over again? Till next time, Leo, when we check in, we hope to have better energy. See y'all later.